one of the things that were found out in the context of digital transformation is how brilliant, how talented our people are. As I told you, almost all the digital transformation initiatives that we have been implemented locally by Ghanaians. And so we have the talent here, we have the expertise here, and in the universities, you have very, very brilliant minds. And what we should be doing is turning our attention to the problems and how we can be a part of the solution of those problems. We've put in place a lot of enablers, a lot of tools. Now we need to innovate and build on those enablers. And I think that for higher education I think we should be challenging you more to come out with solutions and practical solutions to problems that we are facing as a country. This is a place where, for any inquisitive mind, it's a real, area, because there are a lot of problems. And so if you set out to deal with solutions, this is where we think you should be pushing the students. Yeah.
We would love to do that, and one of the things that has worked really well elsewhere is when the government puts out a challenge and says there's a problem we want to solve and makes a call for research and innovation to solve that problem and provides the funding to drive it. So we would love to partner with the government in doing more of that. But so I'm going to switch to the students in just a minute. One question I have, you mentioned that, just my final question, that a lot of Ghanaians built these systems. Is there work that the government can do with these companies so they can export those solutions?
Yes, I think that is, in fact, I believe is going to happen. I have heard, for example, that the company that built the digital address system is being contacted by other African countries to help build the digital address system. And I have no doubt that, companies like those that have put together the Ghana.gov platform and the tax application, I think in this context, can export all of that knowledge and share that knowledge, and they can make some reasonable returns from all of that intellectual property that they have built in Ghana. So we are very, very happy to support the private sector to do more and to export all this talent and all these innovations to other countries.
Ready? Are there any questions from the students? I will start with the mic on the left here, on my left. So just come up. Don't be shy. So your name, your institution, and then a brief question for the Vice President.
Awesome. My name is Tobias Echowood. I happen to be the H.E Student Council President, and I am privileged to be here at this point in time.
Three at a time.
Thank you so much for everything. I am truly amazed by everything that you've covered. And there are some of the things that came to mind which I was hoping to get the time to ask you about. With regards to some of the major points that you put out in terms of data access, as well as digitizing the economy with regards to the digital address system, I wanted to find out what are the plans with regards to infrastructure meeting the ideals, specifically education and transportation. If we are able to educate the Ghanaian community on what is being available, as you've done for us here and now, but the educational facilities are not able to live up to the vision. Transportation, if we're able to sort it out for the digital networks, roads, for instance. Essentially, on behalf of the H.E community, I wanted to ask, what are the plans for infrastructure to support the vision that you have shared with us? Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Tobias. He was not shy at all. Very good, very good questions. I think that, there are two issues that Tobias has raised: education and transportation and infrastructure in relation to that. Of course, as I said earlier, that in terms of education, we are very much trying to make sure that there's a digitalization going on that allows access of everybody to material, whether you are from the less advantaged or the more advantaged areas. Everybody should have access to the material, and this is why we've provided a free Wi-Fi to the schools. We're providing to the lab. We have provided laptops to the teachers. Thank you. And we are also providing the opportunities to have all of these things disseminated in terms of tablets to the students as well. In the area of infrastructure, there's a whole lot of work that is going on infrastructure, especially roads. But I know that you are very concerned about the road that I just came on. I know that is your biggest concern. And it is almost very sad coming to this world-class university on a very Saito road. So when I was on this road, I called and I was talking to Patrick earlier. I knew that he would ask me because we've talked about it earlier. So I called the Minister for Roads to confirm. I'm very happy to tell you that the procurement for the construction of the road is going on, and the minister tells me so he assures me, and this is a Kuwait-funded project, and he assures me that you will see work starting next year on your road. So that is the answer to the road. But it's not just this road. We are doing a lot of roads in the country, and we expect to improve infrastructure in that context.
Okay, can we take another question? I'll take 3 from the left, and then I'll move to the right. So go ahead.
My name is Osei Chene, Ashesi University. My first question is, disruptive technologies have a way of upsetting everything when it comes to traditional businesses. In this digital drive, how are you equipping local businessmen and local industries to stay competitive? I would like to give an example. I can just sit at home and then order a ride on my phone. But then, previously, I would have to maybe walk to a taxi rank or stand by the roadside to hail a taxi. So how are you building the capacities of local businessmen and local businesses to stay competitive in the digital drive? And permit me to also add this, it's more of a comment than a question. Lastly,
we only have 30 minutes, so I want to be fair. So you get one question. So just one question. I'm going to be quite strict about it. We only have 30 minutes. So, Mr. Vice President.
Thank you very much. I think from what we have discussed this evening so far, the support for local businesses is very, very strong. As you will see that, as I said, many of the digitalization projects are being undertaken by local businesses. Like you call and then the ride will come and pick you up using the digital address system. But this digital address system was built by a local firm in Dansoman, and the young group of guys and girls who put this together. And it's a very interesting story. When Ghana set out to have a digital address system, we did an international competition. We looked for systems globally. And we were blown away when the local firm presented their solution. It was the best of the lot. And we were just blown away that we were looking globally for something which was sitting in Dansuma. you know, and it was very, very important. So we think that we are empowering the local business community. We are bringing down the cost of borrowing. As you can see, as I told you, the Bank of Ghana is doing very well in this regard, and we are hoping to bring down, and we are reducing risks but in terms of lending to local businesses. So we are trying to do well to empower local businesses.
Okay, one more from the